All right. Good evening, everyone. Oh, who do we got in here? Tommy Powers, Sober, Keith, Five Jen. Uh, seen a few other good names. You, Five Jen, Diana, Keith, Ninja. I thought I seen a Kobe a minute ago, but
Yeah, he was here earlier. Or that was in Discord.
yeah. How's everybody doing? Hey, Tired Dragon. Good to see y'all all over here. I hope y'all have had a good day. Mine's been kind of tiresome, but at least a little cooler weather for us. Yes, Tommy, streaming solo tonight. Uh, well, I have y'all, and I have Discord, where I got the infamous Keith.
That's staying at 2 heavily.
But yeah, we're back on the White Farm tonight, so let's jump on into the game and see what we get to do. Uh, look like our solid production needs some more tomatoes. We finally got all the grass up off the field. So probably need. We need to put some manure on that. Oh, got another box of lettuce. No more tomatoes at the moment. Yeah, well, we kind of did, but he went on vacation, and so he wasn't here last night. Uh, but he is back in the house today. So
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not going down that road.
oh come on, y'all know y'all like the gremlin.
To a point.
It's cool when you see him and you got a slingshot, though.
I won't argue that.
Or a frozen water bottle.
Oh, well, the way this summer been, he's probably appreciate that. He'll probably let you shoot him with a frozen water bottle.
Yeah, I think you could act fast. It don't last long.
Let's see if we can remember how to get this hooked up. Okay. All right. Oh, y'all can't hear Discord? Oh, that's not the ideal. All right, let's try that.
I don't know why they can't hear us.
Well, I may have y'all turned down too much. That's good. That part's good. I guess y'all just have y'all turned down too much.
Okay.
Hey, Arlen. How you doing? All right, Keith, say something.
Hey, Ori.
Tired Dragon.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right. Is that loud enough for y'all? Or am I too loud? Maybe I'm a little too loud. That could always be a possibility. Loud and clear. Sounds good. All right. All right. Let's get some manure on this grass field. Dave's Farming. Hello, how you doing? Not sure I've seen you around before.
Hey, Owen. Owen's been here before.
Okay.
More when FS crew was going, but
Ah, okay. I do appreciate everybody joining us tonight.
he's probably having a busy summer because it's not everywhere like it used to be.
Hmm. Hopefully this will be enough to get this grass field back on track. Don't think it needed any line. Oh yeah, it could use a little. I may have my game sounds turned down too far. Do. Well, this tractor itself ain't very loud. And we're out of manure. Hey, Jay Meister. Travis, good to see you. Oh, Travis? What did you do? Hmm. Okay. Hi, Travis. Polka. Hello. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Polka. Oh, we got 11 awesome viewers in here. I appreciate it, folks. Well, sadly, we're going to need a little bit more manure in all this. If you can figure out how to turn around. Polka, appreciate you subscribing to the channel.
Yeah, you just go through the invisible fence.
Non-collision fence.
Nothing in that. Oh.
Well, we'll find enough manure to get this grass properly fertilized. And grass don't need much, right?
Maybe.
Huh. Oh, that's a little too much. It only needs 55, and we're at 170 and 150 in places. Next round we'll lime it. Diana, you made it around? All right.
Oh, hey, Jakester.
Let's go
And
check on the
tracks.
critters. See how they are faring. Total mixed rations. Hey, okay. Looking pretty decent. Starting to move along nicely. Here we got 34, 45 that we can hold in this pen. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. 34 months, 24 months. Oh, not when I get great folks like y'all around, Diana. Okay. We got a pen full of birds. No chickens. At 10 that are 42 months old. Go ahead and sell them. They got enough food for the moment. Our piggies. Piggies are looking good. Food's good. Slurry.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with Hobby Jeremiah Gremlin the 14th.
No, McSqueakin.
Hello.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
But nothing wrong with him as long as he behaves.
That's an oxymoron, and you know that.
I was just biting my tongue. Just for good measure.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
going down that road, guys.
How is everybody?
I'm
Doing
tired.
good. A little
Well,
tired,
I've
but
missed
good.
you for the last few days.
Do what?
Well, you had to run away and babysit a dog.
Yes, I did. And you were busy cleaning house.
Yep. Still kind of busy with that.
Yep. That's where I was just now. Oh,
So you get to put your feet up now, finally tired.
for a couple minutes.
Hey, we've both been busy taking care of this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that one.
Making a few connections here and there.
Yep.
We didn't have to throw away some of the older furniture that we didn't want. Luckily, we found somebody that take it off our hands, not a problem.
Oh, perfect.
And distribute it to people in more need of it.
Yep.
That's even better.
Got a yard
I just
cut
got
cheap.
confirmation. You got your what?
Yard mowed cheap.
Oh, yard mode cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that you doing it yourself?
Furniture.
Not that cheap.
Not
And-
that cheap?
Yeah.
And
Well,
for-
actually, it could be cheaper than that with the temperatures that we had before the rain came through. They could have been
Yeah.
but yeah, me up there in 95 degrees and 60% humidity
yeah,
would
that's
not
fine.
done well for me.
The thing is that when you have the humidity, you're not likely to have nasty fires break out quick.
Well, that's true, but I mean,
We have 104 degrees and only 15% humidity, which means it's getting dry
It's
quick.
15 in town,
That's in town, yeah.
right beside the pond.
Yeah, right beside the pond. The pond in town is only 15% humidity.
all right.
All I can say to that is, ouch.
Well, I actually have a little like swamper cooler kind of.
Yep.
It's called it's a like a personal little air conditioner. It's a fan that has a tank you put water and ice cubes in, and then it does this cool mist. And I've been doing that for 2 days now because of the fact that my nose was getting so dry, but so itchy because of my allergies.
Right.
So I'm trying to prevent myself from getting any more nosebleeds.
Yeah.
'Tis the season, you know.
Yep. Oh,
Well,
space for
think you
chicken egg.
wanted to hook up an air conditioner, and that's even drier air.
Yeah, and I still put water for humidifying purposes.
Mm.
That looks like you might be doing old-fashioned dry fertilizing. Straight out of the
Old-
barnyard.
Old-fashioned, that's what we still do here. Nobody
Yeah,
can
but
afford that white stuff.
most people don't do it dry. Most people use it in a slurry-ish liquid format.
Not here.
Okay, well, I'm already up to another 300. Oh, goodness.
Here it comes straight out of the corrals, straight into the spreader, and straight on the field.
We never even got to the spreader part. It just went by the bucket load, and then we ran the harrows over it.
Sell another 10 chickens. Ooh.
They should just spread it out of the tractor bucket. Or better yet, you just let the cows graze on it all winter and feed them there, and then you harrow it and it's done.
True. That is true. So what's everybody's plans for tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I know it might.
I'm still thinking about tonight.
More cleaning, more of what I've been doing, and trying to chill for a little while. You?
Well, I'd like to chill, yes, but that would require putting myself into a freezer. However, I just got confirmation that I have grandkids again tomorrow.
Okay.
You have fun with them.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to send them outside to help you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Just for a little while.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like you to find my hose in the morning so I can put the sprayer on it.
I know
And I'm gonna
exactly
soak
where it
down the
is.
sun
It's
deck
hanging
with
on
the
the
kids.
tap.
Hmm?
Hanging right beside the tap.
Oh, you already put it out. Thank you.
Like 3 months ago.
Tells you how much I pay attention to the hose.
Or
Gonna leave that one alone.
but did you open up the tailgate on the truck?
No?
Okay.
Well,
Somebody did.
oh, Dad was junking out his car again today. So you know where it all went.
Yeah. Think he's going somewhere tomorrow.
Yes. Windshield in Williams Lake. He'll head out about 9 or something like that, probably. His appointment's at 11, so you know he doesn't want to be late.
Okay.
Hey, Tommy, how's it going?
Well, looks like gonna have to buy some more herbicide. Excuse me.
Get a whole bunch of goats. They
Not
love
in my
weed.
field.
Oh, yeah. Goats are fantastic. They eat all the junk and leave the good stuff behind. Especially if you have car parts.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that in my cornfield. They're gonna eat the corn, weeds, and all.
That's a cornfield? That kind of looks like parsnips or carrots.
No, that's that field was carrots.
Okay.
But the one I need to spray for weeds is a cornfield.
It's corn. Oh, and just so you know, the grandkid was not wrong. That track is in the air.
Okay.
Oh, he was right.
Why? I don't know.
I don't know. It would turn when he turned, when he was turning, but as soon as he started going straight, it stopped spinning.
Because it's only touching the ground part time.
Well, that's why Rowie was like, oh no, Nana, we gotta tell Papa about this. There's a problem.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm doing really good, Tommy.
And you're gonna have that grandchild again tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, Rowan absolutely loves playing Farm Sim. And he loves when he gets the opportunity to play on one of our computers because then he gets to play with the mods.
Ah.
So today I didn't have it loaded and he's like, Nana, you just don't have any of the fun mods on. Can I download some? And I said, no. He looked at me, but Nana, I'm like, no, because I already have them. I just don't have them loaded up. So I put the Go 73 on for him, and he thought that was fantastic with the little paddle tires on them with the LSWs.
Right.
He's bombing along with that, and I put the chip tune motor in there for him. That kid was flying and having a blast, and you could hear him. I was checking on his sister. She was out in the living room watching TV. And I hear Rowan giggle, giggle, giggle like crazy. And he goes, Nana, I think it needs to have wings like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So maybe that's something you guys could look at for the future, just making a pair of wings so you can really fly with it.
I don't think it needs wings.
Oh, come on now. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was a complete classic.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
not arguing that, but I don't think the Go 73 needs wings. Yeah.
Well, then you could call it Red Bull.
Although it could make it happen. but it wouldn't work on the server.
It was fun. He was having fun with all the different mods that I put on for him.
I can make it fly, literally.
The only thing I didn't put on was the tri-bind. He was using the
That goes too slow for him.
he was using I was on Wymark, and he was just using the base game harvester,
Uh-huh.
and it's a pretty big sized one that comes with the farm when you start out, and so he's going along and doing the field for me. He says, "You know, Nana, this would be a whole lot better if it was Papa's harvester." And I said, I don't know if you could handle it. He's like, "I'm pretty sure I could if you'd let me try." So I went to put it on, and then I forgot after I saw the Ghost 73. I thought, oh no, he'll be happy with this. So then
Yeah.
I forgot to put the harvester on for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure
no-
he'll ask tomorrow.
Yeah, Tommy, you're right. They are a blessing, but they can be a headache too.
Literally a pain in
Exhausting.
the butt.
Exhausting.
Literally.
Only when they kick in the butt.
Yeah, like I said, literally a pain in the butt sometimes.
All our kids are grown up and doing their own things. And truthfully, I think the grandkids are way more fun anyways.
Only because you can spoil them and send them home.
Well,
True.
they do not have a clue that they are coming camping with us.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Yeah, well,
Sober. I see you there lurking.
Mom and
on
Dad
me.
are working next week, so because of that, Nana and Papa would be normally looking after them. So I said, well, we're going camping. What about the kids coming with us? So Trista's going to bring the kids out. We're going to have a few days first, and then going to bring the kids out. And then our older daughter is bringing her 3 kids from Edmonton, which is about 9.5 hours away from us. And so we might have 5 of the grandkids all at once. And then our other grandson, I'm sure his mom isn't going to want to get left out. She's going to want to go fishing too. So she'll be showing up with our other grandson. So
That's fine, Sober. You can lurk all you need. You'll just have another video to watch while you're at work tomorrow.
I don't usually have to chase them around the house. More like I have to stop them from chasing the Chihuahua around the house because for whatever reason, all of the grandkids think that the Chihuahua it's a little dog. It's so cute. I want to pet it and cuddle it.
No, it's because I call it a football and they're trying to nail a field goal.
No, that's not true. Those are some pretty good looking hams in that pen.
I think you may be lagging behind a little bit.
I am. I just brought it up to speed again.
You
Shouldn't be putting field goals with Chihuahuas. They are mighty steeds and ferocious war dogs.
Gremlin, you are most welcome to this Chihuahua. I will send him
They are
COD.
ferocious as long as they're not standing under a big red heeler that's peeing on them.
It's a border collie.
Or a collie, whatever he is.
No, we don't need no chihuahuas down here.
Yeah, Tommy, there's an ankle biter in the house. He
Uh-uh.
doesn't actually bite ankles, but he's not great with kids. He's gotten a lot better, but it's like he thinks even the little ones are going to stomp on him or something.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids are getting better at remembering to let the dog come to them. But for a while there, it was really a difficult situation. I thought for sure somebody was...
We could have had a chihuahua, but, you know,
No.
I would have kicked more than field goals with that little cuss.
A coca-poodle?
A cockapoo.
What is a... You mean a cockapoo or a cockapoodle?
No, Tommy, don't be kicking the gremlin. Just be nice to him. He just got back from a short vacation.
Have Cocker Spaniel. I love Cocker Spaniels, but I would never have one crossed with a poodle, whether it was a standard bred poodle or a mini poodle. Mm-mm. I had a very, very bad experience with a poodle. 2 of them, in fact. When I was a kid growing up, our neighbors, older lady and gentleman, they had poodles, and they had like purebreds that they used for show dogs.
Uh-huh.
But they would take them for walks and stuff like that, and they ended up being in a car accident and having to have somebody look after their dogs.
Right.
They were at home recuperating, but they needed help, and well, we lived right across the street, so my mother threw me under the bus. And those dogs, I've never ever had a problem with dogs. Most dogs love me. I love dogs. But those poodles, both of them bit me. And then after that, they would lunge at me all the time.
Really?
Oh, no poodle in my world. Mm-mm-mm. Poodle equals football for me. And hang on a second, I need steel-toed boots to go with that.
I haven't been around too many poodles.
Those miniatures, they were so yappy too. Anyways.
What I get nervous is Doberman pinchers. And
yeah, they are a very intimidating looking dog.
well,
And
it's not so much that, you know. But when I was a kid growing up the road, fellow up there or family, whatever, never associated with them much, but they had one, you know, they had tied up in the yard, and he would slip his collar or break his chain or line, whatever it was they had him tied out with. He would run around thinking he was the boss, and he's wanting to prove it to everything that walked. So, yeah. And we lived fairly close, and we always played outside, so we were obvious targets.
yeah, I
So,
can understand that.
Now, I had a mutt that whipped his tail a few times and chased him back to his house, but still, we didn't want to be outside in the middle of that. I mean, we were kids, you know, between
Right, yeah.
5 and 8, maybe 9. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of stuck with me.
I, for a long time, had, I wouldn't say so much a fear, but just really reserved around Rottweilers. And my brother-in-law, who was a friend of ours before he and my sister got together, he had this beautiful purebred Rottweiler. But Wiley was, he would guard Bruce, and you know, like, Bruce had to say it was okay and everything like that, and like, Wiley's space was Wiley's space. That was that.
Right.
And we had been at a friend's barbecue, and my brother-in-law was there, and Wiley was sitting in the truck. He had been out for a while and tied up, and then he had been put into the truck probably a half hour or something like that before this happened, and he had a similar small pickup, like I had a Ford Ranger,
Right.
and his small pickup was really similar, height-wise, everything.
Right.
In the dark, I went and got into my brother-in-law's pickup truck with the Rottweiler.
Oh.
And it wasn't until I pushed the key all the way into the ignition, and I went, hey, there's no clutch on this truck. Uh-oh. And I hear grumble, grumble, grumble beside me. And I cracked, you know how you turn the inside lights on in like a Ford Ranger, you have or a smaller truck, you usually have like on where you pull the lights on, you have that turn it and it'll turn the interior light on.
Yep.
Or the little wheel kind of thing. And I turned it on and there was Wiley. And I'm like, oh my God. And he moved. He was in the passenger seat and he moved towards the middle, and I thought, oh gosh, I'm going to get bitten. I'm going to be eaten. He reached out his face and he licked right outside my face. Scared the shit out of me. I screamed everything. It was incredible. My brother-in-law came out and he started laughing like crazy. He told Wiley he was a good boy, and I fed him a cookie because he didn't eat me.
Good trade.
But my gosh, I had always been, you know, very hesitant with him. But after that, he would come running up to me, rub up against my leg, and be like, hey, where's my cookie? But man, that was terrifying in those moments. So terrifying.
Yeah. Now, I'm always cautious around dogs. I don't know, but I mean, Dobermans are the only one that, you know, really sets me back. I mean, I've been around, you know, pits, Rottweilers, Shepherds, you know, and I don't have that same guttural instinct as I do with the Dobermans.
Yeah. They are. I mean, a lot of it depends on any dog's breeding, really.
Yeah.
But another big factor is how they're handled.
Right.
You're right, Tommy. Nothing but a big teddy bear, unless you're intimidating them.
You,
My last dog, was a rotten shepherd. I mean, yeah, I'd do whatever I wanted with that dog. So be it. And for the most part, the kids could too.
My grandmother
Don't
had
let a stranger come in the yard, though.
My grandma had kennel, CKC, which is Canadian Kennel Club, registered purebred shepherds. So I grew up with lots of them. That they didn't bother me at all. And most dogs didn't. My grandma always told me that I had an alpha personality, which meant that they respected me. I just thought it was fun with the puppies. Oh, a husky wolf mix, Tommy? That's kind of cool.
Husky Timberwolf, they're awesome.
yeah, they are.
I have
Those
seen some really...
can get dangerous.
The ones that the kids got the saddle for and the kids used to ride was a husky. Wolf. Roscoe. Actually, I think Trista and Courtney even were part of that. For the longest time, he used to come to the house. Nobody had any clue whose dog it was. He just hung out with the kids and babysat them.
Yep.
And the kids could do whatever they want to the dog, and he loved it. He'd just roll over and play dead. The kids all dog pile him. He'd just have a blast. The thing stood like 4 feet tall.
Yep.
The thing was massive.
Oh, yeah. He was
And then one
huge.
day the owner showed up. He's like, "Have you seen my dog?" And meanwhile, Roscoe was looking down the stairs at him. He said, "You mean him?" He said, "Yeah. I hope he's not being a nuisance." And I said, "No, you can bring him by here every day if you want." And he kind of looked at me.
Kids will
I said,
babysit.
"Yeah." No, he loves the kids and the kids love him. And he's like, "Really?" So we just sat up there, had a coffee or whatever, and just sat there and watched the kids pile drive the dog and beat the living snot out of it. And he'd beat the living snot out of the kids too, like without hurting them. But
Right.
he'd sit on one of them,
He'd roll
or
them
roll
over.
over one of them,
Right.
or whatever. And they'd get up and just pile drive them, and they were all having fun.
Dog pile.
Literally.
But yeah, no, everybody see them and they call the SPCA or the dog pound or whatever, and it's like, no, the kids love them. Okay, well, I'm not supposed to drive it into a dry bind, but I think problem's fixed.
Are you updating the file on my computer for Rowie?
I'll just DM it to you.
Okay.
When you're doing 70 miles an hour and you turn, of course, the track's in the air and it doesn't turn. But
I never put the tracks on, so I never would have noticed.
neither do I.
Nice speed bump, Kobo.
It flips over too quick.
Yeah, Tommy, we've had dogs like that too. It's always hilarious when they do that.
Well, I
Or
can believe
the-
it, Tommy.
For the majority of my life, I have rescued dogs and horses.
This guy would do it to me, but he was sitting down.
What about you, Sober? Are you a beautiful 6'2" dog?
Don't answer that.
Yes, nothing good can come from answering that. Trust me.
Oh, sure it can.
No, look at your company.
Oh. No,
I
Keith
said your
his
name.
Did you say Keith? Keith, did you say Sober's name?
No, I said Roscoe.
Say my name. Say my name.
Oh, you said something with Sober's name in it, and he missed it.
I didn't say anything.
Keith probably can't remember.
I didn't say anything with Sober's name in it.
Could have been a while back, before we started talking about dogs.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
want to, but I might get me another dog. And that's actually mine again.
Yep. Get you another Bruce.
Yeah, I would imagine the first couple of times, Tommy, when you had a husky wolf staring you in the eye, it might have been a little on the intimidating side.
What, Coble, thinking about getting you another Bruce or another buddy?
I have no idea, Sober.
Maybe somewhere in the middle this time.
Okay, so what was Bruce?
Bruce was the Rotten Shepherd.
And Buddy?
A Chihuahua.
Oh my good lord. Hey, you could go for a rotten Chihuahua. I got one here. Send him airmail.
Yeah,
Actually, he's really not that bad at all.
I'm afraid that really don't count.
My dad says that the Chihuahua is a border collie in training. He does like to think he is.
Who?
Sparky. He's a border collie in training.
No, he's got the mentality of a Doberman Pinscher.
Or are you thinking about something like Luke?
No, something a little more relaxed than Luke.
Well,
But yeah.
hello, Joe Braxton Anders. How's
Hey,
it
Yosa.
going?
It's a Yosa.
Hey, Joe. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I guess I'm also put it on the server too.
Thank
So
you for sending
I
it.
Well, send it first. The one that's supposed to be going to bed that's playing Farming Sim.
But
Oh,
Nah,
is
buy
not
me
going to
some,
bed.
find me something a little more calm and lazy, but still a medium-sized dog. You won't mind following me around a bit?
Intelligent?
Yes, intelligent. I need something smarter than me to hang around with.
Yeah, hey, Joe.
Actually, I really like to have another super dog. Which was a Talahula bird dog wolf mix.
That sounds like high energy.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
Are you that high energy?
No.
Oh, he's got a point, Coble. Tommy's
Yeah, a
got
golden
point.
retriever would be.
That is so what I want.
My Super Dog was a great kid, though. You know, we both had energy and both had plenty of time outside to do what we wanted. But as kids, we one thing about Super Dog is we thought we was in trouble. We knew we needed to head outside.
Yeah.
We was not getting even a scolding as long as we was outside with the dog. Unless it was from Papa. Yeah.
Joe,
Anybody-
I am glad you explained that.
Oh, I screwed that up. Oh,
Did you run into a tree?
no, I had crop destruction on.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh, dear.
but this
Well, there
the old
goes
knee
your
sprayed.
perfect yield.
I know.
I read that comment from Joe saying that he's playing with a Peter liner. It was not a good situation at the moment. I'm glad he
Yeah, clarified what he was talking
clarified. Tommy, I'm pretty sure I chase grandkids around and I couldn't keep up with a husky wolf cross. Mm-mm.
No. Nope.
I think a golden retriever would be a fantastic mix
Yep.
with Cobble. Me too, for that matter. But I love border collies, and I've always had border collies.
Never been a big
But in
fan
some
of the
ways-
border collies.
In some respects, I mean, they're extremely intelligent, but they can be a lot of energy as well. And they need a job. And now that I don't
Yep.
live on the ranch, because I'm thinking of something different.
I really liked my healer border collie cross.
Aussie Shepherd and Border Collie Cross is a really good
Blue
combination
heater border
too.
collie is the best cow dog you can ever have.
Yeah, but that's talking about a cow dog. We don't have cows anymore. Yes,
I
your
read
mother
them up
does,
in-
but that doesn't mean that.
Well, you could herd the deer.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Like the-
I don't have the energy or fitness to keep up with too many dogs these days.
Oh, mine, I didn't have to worry about it. I just stood in one spot and told him to do all the work.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like that guy. Get him off the property. Boom. He'd put his teeth to the throat and chase him off.
Coble, having
Huh?
another Bruce might make you get more in shape, though.
Ooh. There is that. Give you a reason to get up and get moving.
Mm.
Yep.
But then, too, a golden retriever does need somebody to get up and get moving as well. Just not as energetically as a
Yeah.
rotten shepherd would.
Coble, We could get you another Luke. Remember how he was with the girls?
Yeah.
This sounds like a story.
We had an Australian Shepherd, German Shepherd mix.
No.
Interesting.
No. Australian Shepherd Border Collie mix.
Yeah, that's what he was. And he was a pest. He was a really good dog. But first thing in the morning...
Let's go.
First thing in the morning, the kids are supposed to be getting up and getting ready for school.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
We'd holler a few times, they wouldn't move.
You sicked the dog on him, didn't ya?
So we let Luke in. Time for the girls to go to school. He'd go in there and nudge them, and they'd be like, Luke. And roll over and pet the bed. All right. He'd get in the bed and would push him out. It's time to get up.
Our oldest, we had one of those futon bunk beds. And our oldest daughter, who had the futon, or the daybed style, liked to sleep with it folded. So he would jump up there, put his body between her and
in the back,
and then just stretch his legs out.
Smart dog.
And then our youngest would practically fall out of bed laughing.
She knew what happened, and it's like, okay.
My laddie dog. He's a purebred border collie. I was there when he was born. He was born to one of my mom and dad's border collies, and he had always been mine. So I used to tell him to go and get the kids. Well, Trista's got to go to school, go and get the kids. So he'd go upstairs and he would nudge her pillow. She'd roll away. So he'd grab her pillow and steal it and bring it downstairs. She'd come downstairs and give him heck for it. And I'd be giving him a cookie. I said, well, now that you're up, now you can, go in, brush your teeth, wash your face, get yourself together, and get ready for school. She would sit there and look at Laddie and go, that's not fair. He'd take her pillow back upstairs, too. My ex used to try and teach him how to pick up a beer and bring it to him, and he absolutely refused. He'd never do it. I'm like, what do you expect? You're asking my dog to do something for you. Mm-mm. But actually, he loved Keith. I've had 7 border collies. All purebreds.
I'm not sure if I will actually get another dog for me. I have been kind of thinking about it lately.
One of my counselors suggested getting a dog, but with my dad's dogs here,
Right.
it's not such a good plan. But up until um,
My problem
a
is
year,
being at the
up until
moment.
a year and a half ago, I've always had a dog. So, I mean, we have my dad's dogs here, and Keith and I look after them all the time, but it's not the same as when you
Right.
have your own animal.
Right.
Woohoo! Cool down. It's 80 degrees outside.
72, mostly clear.
I saw a couple lightning strikes north.
To rub it in, Mr. Coble.
Hey, I'm the one that's been sweating for the past few weeks.
I was gonna say, we didn't rub it in when it was super hot for you and it was cooler for us.
Yeah, it's gonna get that way again here in a couple days.
Yep. We'll be back to 95 degrees during the day and 70 at night.
We have a severe heat warning for tomorrow as well, and apparently thunder and lightning or sheet lightning. We never had any clouds in the sky though.
Mm.
I think it's more like sheet lightning, heat lightning kind of idea.
Searching for a new Ford? The search is over at Smith Ford. Right now, during
I think that's clever, but a bad idea at the same time, Tommy.
You know, Tommy, you had a dog that stole your beer. I had a horse that stole my cream soda. I used to always get, you know, the bottles, the plastic bottles. And horse would, his name was Wilbur. I'd set it on the fence post.
It was here today, or
I'd set it on the fence post, and you know, I'd be brushing him or whatever, and I just usually have just the lead rope looped around the rail, not really tied or anything like that, and he'd quietly pull and keep going and inching his way towards my cream soda. I'd move it another fence post over. Then he'd lunge for it. He'd wrap his lips around the top of it, hold it in his lips and chew with his teeth and pop the top off, and then he would swing his head straight up in the air, stretch his neck out and down the entire thing all at once. And then he would spit out the bottle and the cap. I've always had animals that have extra character. I think that's a good way to put it. Extra character. She'd love to steal your mocha cappuccinos, Ori.
Let's check the security field, see where it's at.
Had to have your chew, did he, Tommy?
Yep.
Now, Papa inherited, well, not inherited, but got left Aunt Verda's dog, Aesop. And her boys conveniently for me at the time, taught it how to fetch a can of SCO. So no matter what it was, as long as it looked like a SCO can, all you had to do was say, Aesop, SCO. And he'd run and he'd find it. You know, of course, you know, we always kept it in, you know, a similar place, you know, just depending on which house he was in. And he would. I mean, he'd go get it and bring it back to you. And it wasn't all slobbery either. That's what I was afraid of the first time I tried it. But nope. He'd grab it with his teeth and bring it right over to you. Just like he was the smartest dog in the world, he'd sit there and, you know, wait for a petting. Maybe an extra treat. Right.
Hi, PS4 Farmer. Welcome to Kobol's Chaos and Calamity.
How you doing, PS4? Good to see
And
you
Tommy,
over here.
Your pony was looking out for your health, that's why.
I hope
Kobold,
you've upgraded. Yes?
Ori says, did you get several tuna cans brought to you at times?
Nope. Nope, no tuna cans. He would not go into the kitchen. Which is a good thing. Papa probably would have kicked him out of the house. But yeah, that little pup was pretty good to have around. But Papa didn't allow critters in the house. Well, there was only 3 that I can remember. Aesop, a tomcat that hung around that Papa told us not to feed, and Papa ended up feeding them.
Yeah, we're not going down that road.
And the cat got sick one time during the winter. Papa got a box, brought the cat in next to the stove, because we had, you know, wood fire stove to heat the house. And he nursed it back to health. Then after that, you know, he'd let the cat in every now and then, or someone else would let it in, but that cat would not leave the living room. He would go no further than the wood stove. And generally, he didn't even go that far. You know, he'd just come in front of the couch and sit there, or maybe over to Papa's chair to let him know, hey, I was let in. You know. But he wouldn't attempt to go anywhere else in the house. Just so far into the living room, and that was it. Up and get it ready for him to go back out. Look at it, Bill. Yeah, I think it's time for you to go outside. Cat would stand up, wait for Papa to stand up, and walk towards the door, and would stay out of Papa's way until he opened the door, and Cat would go out. No questions asked. And then the last one was my Chihuahua, Buddy. It was my dog, but Papa was his human. And he listened to Papa more than he did me. But, I mean, kind of way life goes sometimes. But nobody disturbed Papa with Buddy in the house. Not even me. That dog would growl at me. But that all he would do would be growl at me. He knew better.
Tommy, there is nothing wrong with pet chatting.
Yep.
Talking about the cat going in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I was just house sitting for my sister?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I was house sitting the dog, who we don't have a clue if the dog is actually any great friend of cats, shall we call it. The neighbor's cat has decided it wants to move in with Nikki and the dog.
Okay.
She sent me a message earlier today and she says, well, that was interesting. And I'm like, what was that? She says, well, I just got back from town. Walked up to the front door, unlocked the door, went to walk in, and the cat came out of nowhere, and Peaches wants to move in. I'm like, oh, really? She said, yeah, I think I'm going to have to watch now, because that cat wanted to dart right between my feet. I'm like, maybe it's because you got a good air conditioner going. Cat was hot. She's like, oh, I never thought of that. But just all of a sudden, it's the neighbor's cat. Neighbor has 2 cats, and this one has decided it wants to live across the road at her house instead.
Oh.
She's like, I don't want to let it in the house. I'm afraid the dog will try to eat it. I'm like, maybe you should see if the dog has an issue with cats outside when he's in the pen and hold the cat on the opposite side of the fence. She's like, I haven't seen the cat go anywhere near the pen, but who knows? So I'm wondering what the saga of Peaches is going to be like. Oh gosh, 6 stray cats running around your place. I hope they're not having kittens all over the place.
Ooh.
We actually had a thing in town, like when I first moved here, like 34 years ago. The town was a bit overrun with stray cats.
Uh-huh.
They were always up at the hospital and in behind the Chinese food place. And most of the restaurants, but in particularly behind the Chinese food place, I remember seeing the cats there all the time, in the back alley and stuff like that. Well, they ended up, the SPCA did a big thing and trapped all these cats. There was over 100 of them. At first, they started trapping them and spaying the females,
Uh-huh.
but then it was becoming a really bad nuisance in the area, so they ended up, but there was a lady in the older care home, and she was feeding the cats all the time. she was going through a bag of cat food a week. And they couldn't figure out why she was always asking for cat food, cat food. Well, she was feeding them out in the yard of the care home, or she would open her window and have them come in and eat the food in her room, and then they would hop back out the window. They kind of frowned upon that.
Yeah. Just a wee bit.
Yeah, they ended up trapped and sorry, my allergies are pretty bad. They trapped and relocated over 100 cats. All the older ones they didn't relocate, but all the kittens and young ones they did.
Uh-huh.
And they found homes all over the place for them, but yeah, it was a
Yeah,
gosh, I think for
there's
the
no
first
telling
10
what we'll
years.
talk about here. Just whatever pops into our heads to talk about.
Yeah, Tommy, I've had several friends that have had that issue.
I've seen that happen a lot. Hey, that person's got a barn. They need a barn cat.
Yep.
Don't
Not
bother
even-
to ask the person if they need a barn cat. I love cats,
Yeah.
but I can't be around cats anymore. I miss my cats. You know, the allergy specialist that I saw told me that, typically speaking, if you have an allergy to something and you are consistently around the same, like a cat.
Uh-huh.
So if you are consistently around the same animal, you will build a tolerance for it. And then that animal, at least, you will be tolerant of, whether you are of other people's animals or not. But that particular animal, it never worked for me. It was the opposite way. The more I was around my cat, the worse I got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to believe stuff like that pretty hard. Yeah. But it don't always work out to be the case.
No, it really doesn't. One of my daughters had allergies when she was little.
Uh-huh.
She's not allergic to a single thing now.
Okay.
And the other one, nothing ever bothered her, nothing like that. She turned 30, and all of a sudden she's getting allergies.
Hmm.
I'm like, sorry. Because what else am I supposed to say? Welcome to the club.
Krista?
Yeah.
She was allergic to grease, oil, and cold, and cherries.
No. She was actually, the reaction for the cherries was from the pesticide on them, according to Dr. Wendland. And the grease and oil was because she didn't like getting dirty because she was a princess.
Ah.
Exactly. Until Tamara covered her in grease, and then it was game on. Well, now she doesn't like it again. But yeah, she deals with parts all the time.
Oh, she doesn't mind grease and oil now. But especially when she was in high school, that was, I am not getting dirty. Mm-mm. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie, Yours, Mine, and Ours. I think it was
Yes.
called. And
Which
it's
version?
two family, both the original and the one with Dennis Quaid in it.
Uh-huh. Yes, I've seen them
Every
both.
single one of those kids
Uh-huh.
I related to as a parent on some level because it was the same thing with ours. The only difference was we only had 6 of them, but they kind of fit all 13 of that bill. We had the jealousies and the princess, the kids that just wanted to do everything, the ones that didn't want to do anything. You name it. It was all the same. Yes, Ori, I think the Henry Fonda version was a pretty good one, too.
Yours, Mine, and Ours, and another good one along the same lines. It was Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes.
Stevie Martin.
Steve Martin, Cheaper by the Dozen, is one of my favorites.
And what was the second one? Still Cheaper or something like that?
Yeah, I can't
The
remember.
sequel.
We have the sequel as well, but I don't remember.
Because then he got grandkids.
Yeah, well, the first grandkid, anyways. But, Tommy, Grumpy Old Man was it's an absolute classic.
Hey, there's no need to be talking about me and Keith right now.
Oh, that's just you, yourself, and I.
Oh, see, you admitted you're involved too, Keith.
Yeah, but 2 of him to 1 of me.
I'm not that grumpy all the time.
Nah,
Are you
just somebody's
counting his
first.
gremlin involved too?
Yep.
So it's Kobold, the gremlin, and you. That's the grumpy old man factor.
I'm the good one of the 3.
No. I'm the good one. I'm the one everyone likes. Now, come on now. You can't be taking my limelight like that. Everybody knows I'm the good one.
Nobody
Loosen
wanted
the
your opinion.
collar because I'm pretty sure it's too tight and you're losing air.
Oh, little rascals. That might be true, Tommy. That might be true.
My favorite was Macaulay Culkin.
Aurelian, no pepper balls. Pepper balls are not required. We'll just get some lime green and purple and pink paintballs. Make him an interesting looking gremlin.
Gremlin gets back from vacation, everything goes right back to normal.
Well, you know,
nice to have a
haters
routine.
gonna be haters. Your implement is empty, Kobo.
Yes, because I'm weeding and not planting grass.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Timbo.
But it's nice to see you, Timbo.
Hey, Timbo.
Ninja, why do you want to hang the gremlin up by his toes?
So he
Then he'll
squeals more?
start. I was going to say, then he'll start squeaking.
You can hang him up by something else, or let Ben hang off of something else.
Hmm.
Then it'll be so high pitched we can't hear him.
Mr. Keith, that don't sound very fun. It sounds like you actually want to hurt me this
So
time.
that's you.
But it's me you're
Uh-oh.
talking about.
Tommy
Ah,
says it's paintball practice for you, Mr. Gremlin.
Yeah, he didn't like the sound of the paintball guns, you know.
Can't say I blame him any.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, truthfully, getting hit with a paintball, it kind of stings.
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Yeah, it does.
They work
My-
really good after you put them in the freezer overnight too.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
those get hard enough to break back glasses.
You hear Mr. Bleeker there? His children and our son-in-law, and by his children, I'm saying our girls,
Uh-huh.
had paintball wars. However, the son-in-law decided that the beautiful cedar shake siding needed a little color. With a lime green paintball.
Yeah, but look what we did to his cousin's house, 2 properties over from ours.
Well, that is true.
After we
They
jacked up the
really-
pressures.
Yeah, they really pummeled through the bush to his cousin's place.
No, we shot him from our lawn.
From our lawn. And I kept hearing them going, "What the heck?" as they were apparently landing on the sun deck of their house.
Oh.
No, we put one through his siding.
Yeah.
It was
You're
cool.
lucky Brandy didn't take it out on you.
Yeah, I blame Justin anyway.
All the kids were geared up. They had elbow pads, knee pads, face masks, the whole 9 yards. And they came back.
No, Tommy. Not paint the gremlin hot pink with paintballs. Ah.
Although that's a pretty nice looking color.
Not on the
Neon
gremlin.
green is pretty good. I know.
He's already.
If you're a real good
Yeah.
shot, Tommy, you could use neon blue paintballs and whack him in the paws. And then you can say he's dancing in his blue suede shoes. Oh, Sober says purple.
So I thought
Way to
you
go,
liked them.
Ori. Prime him with a paint sprayer and then paint him mismatching rainbow colors.
Oh, goodness. Y'all gonna give that poor gremlin a complex.
Well, the gremlin keeps trying to give everybody else a complex, so. Well, especially Keith.
He's not trying to. He just.
It's a bonus.
I wasn't going to say that either, but
He already has a complex. Well, that is possible, Ori. That is quite possible.
ooh, we could buy 25.
That gremlin is a kleptomaniac.
I don't
Wasn't
know
it-
about that.
Kobold and Tire Dragon couldn't figure out where he got the dang cell phone from. or the scooter that was hopped up, or the money to go and get coffee. I think you're right. I do believe he's a klepto.
Oh,
Can't argue with that one.
no.
No.
Well, really can't.
It is pretty bad when your unwanted house guest has more money than you do.
Yeah.
Hide your car keys. Yes. You'd best be hiding the car keys.
Now, I generally keep car keys on me.
That doesn't mean nothing, Coble. Gremlin could go and steal them while you're having a nap in your chair.
Oh no. See, that don't happen to me anymore.
The napping or the stealing?
They're stealing the keys from me while I'm napping.
Okay. You said anymore.
Right.
It could be any less, too.
I had this girlfriend back in high school. She ran off in my car.
Uh-oh.
She didn't get very far, but
Ran out of gas?
bad driving.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, I try to avoid situations like that anymore. We was no longer a couple afterwards.
No doubt.
Hey, Felden.
So done. No. We're on the white farm. So it's the Carrot Empire. And I think we're fixing to buy another piece of property.
Beatmaster Company to the B to the L, the even person. Yeah. Hey, Felden.
But it's nice you to show up tonight.
Hi,
Well,
Felden.
We're always happy to see you. Now, if you would just join us on Saturday nights and mow the bloody yard with your lawnmower, that would be awesome. I think everybody would be much pleased with you.
Yeah. So I don't have to mow it anymore.
Tommy, I'm pretty sure that gremlin would be going for a joyride if he could get a hold of Coble's keys. Especially if Malachi's chipmunk comes for a visit again. Whew, that was some kind of something or other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the grass field. Well, I guess we're cutting grass. Might as well make hay while the sun shines, right?
So they say.
That means I got to hook all that up. All right, sober. You have a good sleep.
Night, sober. Get some rest.
Night, sober.
Get you some good Z's. I need the blue tractor to do the mowing. First, I got to disconnect all this.
Well, good morning, Norwegian.
Norwegian, good morning, my friend. Are we at work or
Morning to
have
you,
we
sir.
just caught the tea? Have you had coffee yet?
Sometimes inappropriate greetings.
Huh? Just got out of bed and first cup of coffee working from home. Okay. Well, good with that.
So in
Well,
other words,
that's
you'd be
pretty
dreaming half the day
fancy time.
and getting paid
Night
for it.
sober.
There'll still be a little more for you to watch tomorrow, sober. So, have a good snooze. I've been hanging around Keith too much.
Who?
You're
Hey.
right, Tommy. That would be a disaster.
Why do you think that?
I'm using his sayings now.
Who? What?
Yeah, that.
Well, Coble says you're rubbing off on him, Keith.
I totally miss what I'm getting thrown under the bus for.
Yeah. Starting to use your phrases and whatnot. I don't think it's a solution either. Well, I guess we'll just go around and mow this ourselves. I mean, it's not that big of a build. course, running around in that bigger tractor was kind of nice.
Pete, do you remember what the mod name is for that old Dodge that I really like?
The one without an interior?
Yeah,
The one-
57 Dodge.
Is it a 57 or a 59?
That could be 59. I'm a looking. Which one? This one. That folder.
Yeah, Tommy, it did get pretty quiet.
I think everybody fell asleep. You know, this
No,
guy.
I was reading.
This guy
I
can
was
be quite a
reading
bore.
Gremlin.
Oh, like I said, this guy's been
Dodge.
quite a bore.
Dodge B4 53. FS22 Dodge underscore B4 underscore 53.
Sometimes I just don't know why people stay up and watch this guy.
Just for your melodious voice, Mr. Gremlin.
See, if you let me run the show, it'd be much more lively.
If he let you run the show, YouTube would ban us all.
Gremlin, you get us kicked off of YouTube. Hush.
I do believe y'all are right.
Mhm. I think with the Gremlin, we might even get kicked off of Twitch.
Ooh. I didn't know he was that bad, but
No,
no, he is quite
No.
annoying.
he's been behaving himself lately,
Ooh.
but still, kind of scary.
Makes you wonder what he's got going on up his sleeve.
That is a very scary situation.
Ban not just kicked off. I'm not sure he has that kind of capacity. No, Belden, it's nothing like that.
Tommy wishes the Gremlin would go have a sleep. And Ori said nuts. I was just enjoying the quiet conversation. You know, Tommy, it's your fault.
All right, Ari. You get to feeling better. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us.
Feel better, Ori. Have a good sleep.
Now here's a good question. Do we just pick this grass up or do we turn it into hay?
Tommy, I don't think that gremlin lives in a cage. I don't think the kobold could cage it.
I tried to keep them in the my kid's guinea pig cage, but that didn't work out too well.
Belden says I vote you plug it into a silage clamp and compress it with the smallest tractor you can find.
I thought you wanted to be mean to the gremlin, not to me. That would take quite the time.
Yeah, there's a reason that our guinea pig cage is in 2 pieces at the moment.
You're lucky it's only 2 pieces.
Yeah. 2 pieces are fixable. But, no, we've got him trained to where we've managed to train him enough that if I tell him it's bedtime, he goes under the couch. But if Kobol's on stream, he won't do it.
Belden, the things you come up with, they just make my day.
I'm glad to make somebody happy.
I think the biggest thing is you just never know what you're going to get.
Belden is always a surprise. This is for sure.
But it's always done in a non-vicious, non-derogatory way.
True.
I think that's the best part.
But that he insults you in a way that makes you want to think you should thank him afterwards.
Exactly. I have a question, but I have just stopped myself from asking it of Keith because somebody will make a comment.
Okay.
But dang it. I just went across this mod in this list of mods that I have, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck it is. And I almost blurted out and asked Keith what it was. The name of it, somebody's gonna make some really wicked joke about.
Well, that sounds par for the course. You see what kind of friends you have around here.
I know. But maybe one of you know what it is. The file name is FS22_beavereater.zip.
Oh, that's that wood shredder.
A grinder.
Something ready to go.
Oh, thank you.
It's actually a real thing in real life.
Okay. It makes sense, but at the same time,
Better naming.
better naming might have been best.
Is it's made in Beaver? I have to look it up. But it's the actual name of the company is Beaver Machine Works or something like that.
It's a Canadian company, ain't it?
No, I think it's European.
That makes more sense.
The chicken trailers.
Good choice, Timbo.
You see my dilemma, Timbo? That's why I was a little concerned about asking. Some of the names on some of the mods just really...
Need to have been run by a 14-year-old.
Well, let's just say that it tickles my funny bone and my quirky wordplay tends to get the better of me.
Right. All righty then.
A concrete opener.
Well, I could believe it, Belden.
All righty then.
I mean, living in Canada, we have a large quantity of beaver-related names
Right.
on places due to the whole fur trade and that kind of thing, but they do frequently get construed in a
Yes.
less than stream-friendly manner. You have a mod for a doghouse?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Okay, folks. With all that delightful conversation, I think we'll go ahead and call it here tonight.
In other words, you're scared after hours or after dark.
I'm not that bad.
But it's not after dark for some folks. I mean, think of little Norwegian over there, you know?
Oh my goodness, Timbo, you went there.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to call it here tonight. I'll see y'all back Saturday night. We're back on the farm. And then theoretically,
Family
Sunday, we're going to
farming.
have a struggle about noon Central Time. Am I correct?
Well, it's up to you.
Okay.
I ain't gonna be here.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. But you generally know the time schedule.
Why not?
Are you
You
not?
guys usually do noon your time.
Are you not streaming Thursday night?
Don't know yet. I don't think so. Because that's generally when you and Diana have y'all's fun.
Yep.
Hopefully, we'll get a chance to discuss
Yep.
putting something together this week before I leave.
Yep.
Well,
It'll also
either way,
depend.
folks, if you hit that subscribe and the notification bell down there, you'll know when I, go live, do something over here on the YouTube side. Or you can check out my Discord and maybe we can answer a few questions over there. But anyway,
Have a great night.
till I see you next time,
Hey, everybody.
kind to yourself, be good to each other.
Self-destruct sequence will initiate in 60 seconds. All personnel please exit immediately. Self-destruct sequence has initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, wait on me!